If you realize that all things change, there is nothing you will try to hold on to. Great acts are made up of small deeds. Do the difficult things while they are easy, and do the great things while they are small. If you are patient in one moment of anger, you will escape 100 days of sorrow. When anger rises, think of the consequences. The best fighter is never angry. Only the wisest and the stupidest of men never change. When the wind blows, it does not last long. When it rains, it does not last long. He who talks more is sooner exhausted. The superior man is slow in his words and earnest in his conduct. Be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. To see what is right and not do it is the want of courage. A person with outward courage dares to die. A person with inner courage dares to live. To know what is right and not do it is the want of courage. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. Give a man a fish, and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, and you feed him for a lifetime. Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. He who knows others is wise. He who knows himself is enlightened. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent on arriving. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. The wise man does not lay up his treasures. The more he gives to others, the more he has for his own. The sage does not hoard. The more he helps others, the more he benefits himself. The highest goodness is like water. Water benefits all things and contends with none. The more that laws and regulations are given prominence, the more thieves and robbers there will be. An oppressive government is more to be feared than a tiger. Govern a nation as you would cook a small fish. Do not overdo it. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. The key to growth is the introduction of higher dimensions of consciousness into our awareness. Be not afraid of growing slowly. Be afraid only of standing still. If you want happiness for a lifetime, help someone else. Study the past if you would define the future. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Ignorance is the night of the mind, but a night without moon and star. The superior man acts before he speaks, and afterward speaks according to his action. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Knowing ignorance is strength. Ignoring knowledge is sickness. You cannot open a book without learning something. The wise man puts himself last and finds himself first. A leader is best when people barely know he exists. A leader leads by example, not by force. To lead people, walk behind them. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Isn't it a pleasure to study and practice what you have learned? The way is long, and life is short. Live well. To love someone deeply gives you strength. Being loved by someone deeply gives you courage. He who speaks without modesty will find it difficult to make his words good. Men's natures are alike. It is their habits that separate them. Wheresoever you go, go with all your heart. Patience is power. With time and patience, the mulberry leaf becomes silk. If you look into your own heart, you find nothing wrong there. What is there to worry about? It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. An ant may well destroy a whole dam. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation, there is sure to be failure. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. A noble person attracts noble people and knows how to hold on to them. Worry not that no one knows you. Seek to be worth knowing. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Respect yourself, and others will respect you. Without feelings of respect, what is there to distinguish men from beasts? Respond intelligently, even to unintelligent treatment. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. Silence is a source of great strength. Those who know do not speak. Those who speak do not know. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. In dwelling, leave close to the ground. In thinking, keep to the simple. An inch of time is an inch of gold, but you can't buy that inch of time with an inch of gold. Time flows like a river. Seize the moment. He who does not trust enough will not be trusted. The object of the superior men is truth. I have 3 treasures. Guard and keep them. The first is deep love, the second is frugality, and the third is not to dare to be ahead of the world. The superior man thinks always of virtue. The common man thinks of comfort. Fine words and an insinuating appearance are seldom associated with true virtue. Virtue is not left to stand alone. He who practices it will have neighbors. He who knows does not speak. He who speaks does not know. A fool despises good counsel, but a wise man takes it to heart. By 3 methods, we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is noblest. Second, by imitation, which is easiest. And third, by experience, which is the bitterest. A man of wisdom delights in water. Without knowing the force of words, it is impossible to know more.